Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you that have seen me before, which isn't very many, and for those that are new, my name is Chris, otherwise known as Hedgey, and I really don't know what I do on this channel. Over this past winter, bought some camera equipment to try to get into photography, and just like everything else this spring and summer, I have been totally busy, haven't been out much on the bike, even haven't been out with the camera. And we are hoping this weekend to change that. I've got the bike loaded up, and we're just heading down to my parents' house. It is Friday evening, Labor Day weekend, and down in Dansville, New York, it's the New York State Festival of Balloons this weekend. So, hoping to be able to get down there, maybe get some pictures tonight. Definitely want to try to get some shots in the morning with the balloon launch if it goes up, fingers crossed. Kind of excited, kind of nervous. This is my first overnight trip in over 2 years. And it is the first time I have strapped camera equipment on the bike. It's also the first time I've strapped anything actually on the bike. My last overnight was a weekend rally, and I just kind of threw a bunch of clothes in a saddlebag, some camera equipment in the other bag, and took off. The only thing I had strapped down on the bike itself was my jacket. So I'm kind of hoping this my backpack makes it to Dansville okay. We got about a 45-minute trip. So glad I was able to get this week off. Got in a couple rides. This is actually going to be my third day riding out of 4, I think. It's more riding than I've done all year between work and injuries and weather. Got out yesterday for about 2 hours. Made a run up to Harley Davidson up in Macedon. First time ever getting up there. And it was cold and breezy yesterday. Temperature wise, it's about the same today. Definitely have no wind though, so that's nice. Should make for a pretty pleasant ride. That, and I am fully leathered up today. Of course, I got my leather jacket on, but I put on some chaps. Hopefully cut the wind, and legs are feeling warmer tonight. Just can't believe that the summer's almost gone. Pretty much over. Typically, Labor Day weekend is kind of felt as the unofficial end of summer. Most kids have gone back to school right now. I know in our area they don't go to school till after Labor Day, but so they start on Thursday. I know my niece and nephews aren't really looking forward to it, but I know my parents who watch the kids during the summer, they're ready for them to go back. It's going to be an awkward or weird year after the past year and a half. The kids have been pretty much at home, and my parents and my one sister almost 7 days a week. I know last spring they went back partially. A couple of the kids went back partially, but they are, at least my parents are ready for the kids to go back to school full time. Now it's a little bit later out in the evening than I wanted to get out, but maybe I'll get lucky by the time I get down to Dansville. Everybody be gone and it'll be a nice quiet evening. Gonna crash in my parents' camper for the night. Probably have a little campfire. Sit around and do pretty much nothing all night long. It's gonna be fantastic. Hopefully to call it an early night and get up with the sun. Hopefully go get some nice shots of some hot air balloons taking off. So That's the plan for this evening anyways. What are the chances I can actually make it to Damsel without having to get gas? To be a tough one to figure out here. I don't want to stop for gas, but I might have to. One of the things about this bike is once the gas gauge shows about half a tank, it fluctuates so bad. It's kind of hard to gauge how much mileage you have left. And I've just been throwing in a couple bucks at a time and I haven't filled it up. Normally when I fill it up, I reset the mileage gauge. Because I know once I hit about 160 miles on this beast, it's time to fill up again. Some of you might think that Harley Street Glide would have a little bit bigger gas tank, and the newer ones do. This is an 07. It's only got a 4.5 gallon tank. You can get about 40 miles to the gallon, so get about 160 miles, 170 miles, and then she starts dinging at me to fill up. So we're just gonna finish our little ride, and we'll catch you when we get into town. There is something about riding out in the country. I really miss being able to ride this whenever I wanted to go out for a ride. It was so much easier when I lived out in the middle of nowhere, as opposed to living up in the city. Got to deal with traffic for about 10-15 minutes before you can finally get to an area where you can just ride and enjoy the scenery. So I kind of enjoyed the ride yesterday. Did everything I could not to have to take the highways to where I was going. Kind of got lost there for a while. It was amazing. It was just kind of nice being out here on an open road. I'd say pretty much by yourself. I got some traffic behind me. Just had a couple cars in front of me pull off. And I am just enjoying this. It'll be even better here in a month or so when all the leaves actually start changing. For those of you that don't get to witness 4 seasons, there is nothing like fall up in the Northeast. I can't even say Western New York, because I know Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, they've got some amazing scenery as well with the foliage changing. Hopefully I'll be able to get out and ride. I'm trying to limit myself, especially on my days off, with what I'm doing. So hopefully we'll be able to get out and get some good riding in. Hey, so I gotta end out the video right now. We're just coming down the hill into Dansville. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're liking the content I put out and you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you know when I put out these videos. I'm at this point not going to commit to anything. My schedule is so messed up, and my next 2 months is going to be even worse with work. I'm going to try to get them out when I can. But hey, until later, y'all. So until next time, and we'll catch you later. Bye.